Amanda Bynes, a child star who rose to prominence on Nickelodeon in the late 90s and early 2000s. Amanda was one of the quickest witted child actors in history and showed unbelievable talent at an extremely young age.
Hi everyone, it's me, Amanda!
You are pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
You having a good time on all that?
Yes, it's very fun because everybody's very nice and very funny.
Well, that's
You're
good.
always laughing.
Thank you so much for entertaining our children because it gives us a little free time.
Well, I want to be in like a fashion designer. I love to draw like girls. I don't really draw guys. So, I did something special for you. Wow. It's hard,
Are you a stand-up comedian?
Yeah, my dad saw like an article that, kids could do a comedy camp at the Laugh Factory.
Right.
So it was like for 6 weeks or something, like Arsenio Hall came on and he would like critique your act.
Right.
And Richard Pryor came on.
Wow.
So that was really cool. He was so neat. It was so cool. I was like, wow, it was so neat to meet him, And then a few other people came
right.
on. Yes. And then there was like a graduation night, and that's where the producers of the show, like Brian Robbins and Dan Schneider, came on the show, and they saw me there. So
And that was it? You just got discovered right off of the comedy camp?
Yeah.
How cool is it to have your own show?
It's so cool. It's like my family here because when I did all that, it was the show I did before the show. It's the same cast, well, not the cast, but the crew, so it was just really nice. It's like my family here.
You had your own show when you were like, what, 16, 15?
I was 13, but there were so many like characters that it wasn't even like me.
No, but it's incredible that you were able to have your own show at 13.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was just like, everybody was really helpful and, I was excited, but I think any 13-year-old kid would be,
No, but it's so interesting how when you're a kid, you're sort of always like the Girl Scout or, whatever.
Right.
And as you get older, everybody sort of wants to instantly slut it up.
Right.
And it's sort of nice to actually go as something sort of funny or whatever. I don't know, but do you have any tips?
I never went out as a slutty. Well, I was one
that's
year.
good.
1 year I was the naughty librarian.
I don't want to sit there and have people say, look how beautiful you are, even though, of course, that's always, nice to hear. But, it's like I want to make people laugh and, be goofy. It's like, that to me is like the greatest joy in the world.
There's so many girls who go to parties and are photographed doing it and sort of, I think they feed off of it, and I think it makes them feel like, more of a celebrity or something, and it's just that's not who I am, and I feel like you don't need one more. There's so many girls who are doing that, so I'm going like the other route, and I want to just sort of try to be a good role model for kids, and still grow up, but sort of I look up to Sarah Jessica Parker. The truth is, my parents read the paper, read magazines, and I don't want them seeing anything they shouldn't be seeing. Once you're past 3, they shouldn't be seeing your panties.
I feel like people would be surprised to find out that I've grown up. Like, I'm 23 now, and I think people, if they know me at all, it's kind of like, oh, they thought of me as that young girl, I think, from Nickelodeon, and I've grown up. So I think maybe that I'm an adult now.
Amanda Bynes making headlines. I'm doing amazing. I am retired as an actor. I am moving to New York to launch my career. I am going to do a fashion line.
Either way, man, I wish you the best, Mom. Hey, for real.
Okay, wait.
No, I really wish you the best.
You have to delete that one on my face. I need to look beautiful. And it's a bad shot. All right? Please.
You look gorgeous. Hold on. Right here. No, come towards me. No, come towards me. No, just walk towards me. Can I just get a shot of you walking towards me?
I'm asking you not to.
Come on.
You're up.
My client completely denies ever having thrown anything out the window.
I will shoot you in the face, but with an ugly insult. It's like, congratulations. Like, that's what you guys get.
Hi, welcome to BJ Investigates, a show I just created and might never do again. I do have a couple episodes on That Surprise Witness TV about Amanda Bynes, but today I wanted to get a little bit of a deeper dive into the timeline leading up to Amanda Bynes' conservatorship. So the first thing we're going to look at is going to be a timeline of Amanda's troubles by MTV.com. Okay, so following a promising career as a child star, Bynes Erratic behavior. Okay, so this is how many people have had erratic behavior. Britney has had erratic behavior according to MTV. Bam Margera has had erratic behavior according to MTV. Now Amanda Bynes has had erratic behavior according to MTV. And all those people are conservatees. Look at that. Would you even be able to put it together and imagine that MTV would be helping to spread the propaganda to put people into conservatorships whenever they stand to make money off of that person? Like, I don't know, the Jackass franchise, which it owns. So this article is from 2013. At this point, the potential pitfalls of childhood stardom, Dan Schneider, are legion in Hollywood. For every seemingly well-adjusted A-lister, did you read this? Oh my God, MTV, you are wrong for this. For every seemingly well-adjusted A-lister like Justin Timberlake, who literally assaulted a woman on stage in front of everyone and lied about the whole Britney Spears stuff. Yeah, well-adjusted, real well-adjusted. Or maybe it's just that his mother, Lynn Harless, always had a better reign on MTV and the media than these other people's parents. But I digress. Like Justin Timberlake or Dakota Fanning, there are just as many Drew Barrymores, Britney Spearses, and Michael Jacksons who struggle to make the transition from cute kid, global adoration to awkward teen and adult. The latest example is troubled actress Amanda Bynes. Why did you make me read this bullshit? I am upset now. Whose career began with commercial work at age 7 and took her through stage musicals and starring roles in the Nickelodeon shows Figure It Out, All That, and The Amanda Show in the mid and late 90s. But after a solid run in TV and films, What a Girl Wants, Robots, and Easy A, Bynes hit a rough patch that took her through citations for DUI, hit and run, marijuana possession, and last month, an involuntary psychiatric hold. Everybody knows about that one, 5150. Who's been in one of those? Britney, Bam, Kanye, Amanda, Lindsay, Steve-O, right? The list goes on. All these people have these MTV connections. Nickelodeon, Paramount, MTV, and VH1, and Viacom, and CBS are all owned by the same parent. The recent video that we just did moments ago, that I don't know when y'all are gonna see, on Dan Schneider, talked about his relationship with the now head of some big head honcho type of guy at CBS. So what myself and my team and Jake have started to realize is usually whenever there's an abuse of a celebrity, there is some network behind it who stands to make a lot of money off of the abuse. But that's just what we end up finding. And like, honestly, prove me wrong. I don't like living in a world where this is happening. So she's doing all these crimes and then they put her in an involuntary psychiatric hold after she reportedly set fire on a stranger's driveway. As we await word on what is next for Bynes, again, this is an article from 2013, whose involuntary hold has been extended to 30 days. So that would be a 5250 hold. MTV News looks back at the rough patch that led up to the actress's latest legal entanglement. After changing up her until then family-friendly image and appearing in lingerie in Maxim magazine in February, Bynes announced in June 2010 that she was retiring from acting with the following quote, "I don't love acting anymore, so I've stopped doing it," she tweeted. Though she changed her mind a short time later and unretired, Bynes' vow to take some time off has lasted for 3 years. So then you have March 2012, which would be 2 years later from where we just read. Following a long radio silence broken by the occasional tweet, Bynes debuts her new light purple hairdo alongside a tweet of the MIA lyric, quote, "Live fast, die young, bad girls do it well." The next day, she drove away from the scene of a police stop after she was pulled over for talking on her phone while driving. So I don't know if she should have probably did that, but I wasn't there, and maybe we should request the body camera footage from that stop. Then April 2012, she was arrested on a misdemeanor charge of driving under the influence after getting into a minor fender bender. According to the LA County Sheriff's Department, she tried to pass a police car and then she rear-ended them. April 9th, 2012, her father, Rick, told People magazine that his daughter was not drunk and that she doesn't drink. He blamed her seemingly intoxicated behavior on her being upset and very emotional about being arrested. The next day, TMZ reported that Amanda smashed her rental car into another vehicle on an LA freeway and then fled the scene. Then the next month, May 2012, Amanda denied the DUI allegations on Twitter, writing, "I can't help but laugh at all of you writing fake stories about me. I was not in any hit and runs. I don't drink, so the DUI allegation is false." The next month, an attorney for Amanda entered a not guilty plea on her behalf, and Bynes tweeted out to President Barack Obama to help her with her legal troubles. I don't drink. Please fire the cop who arrested me. I also don't hit and run. The end. And this seems like maybe a little unhinged, but if you actually look at what Kanye West did, he did the exact same thing. When Kanye West thought he was about to be put into a conservatorship, he made friends with Donald Trump. When Amanda thought clearly something was going on, she was being set up. She was attempting to reach out to the President of the United States to let them know that something was amiss. Seems unhinged unless it's happening to you. Who would you call for help? Okay, so that was June, not guilty, and she tweets at Barack Obama. August 2012, a motorist reported that Bynes rear-ended her vehicle on Ventura Boulevard, stopped briefly, claimed there was no damage, and drove off. The woman claimed $800 in damage and that Bynes did not provide proof of insurance or wait for police to be called. In the next month, September, TMZ posts images of Bynes smoking what looks like a marijuana pipe in her car before driving around aimlessly with a suspended license. Don't drink and drive, don't smoke and drive, but I think it's funny. Okay, after being ordered by a judge not to drive, she is stopped and cited for driving with a suspended license. Police impound her car and write a misdemeanor citation after observing her parking in a no parking zone and driving around aimlessly near the valet area.
Hey Amanda, how come you're driving without a license, bull?
Well, she's clearly not speaking or acknowledging it, and it's clear she's not using her eyes either.
Come on, Amanda, it's gonna be hard to drive without that thing on.
I'm not who you think I am.
Okay, Amanda, yeah, we already seen your face, Amanda.
You didn't just record those
I think you changed your hair color, but we know. She just hit your car. She just hit your car. We didn't make her do anything.
Okay, girl, this is so long. Okay. Bynes reportedly in September was kicked out of a Hollywood gym spinning class for wearing lingerie and acting erratically. Like, that's the thing. Like, she got kicked out of a class because she was wearing lingerie. What do people wear to the gym? Sports bras and booty shorts. Like, she was acting erratically. See, like, this is just such a propaganda piece. Such a propaganda piece. In November, she's threatened to sue In Touch magazine for a story alleging she walked around a New York tanning salon naked. I'm not troubled, she said at the time. I don't get naked in public. I'm 26, a multi-millionaire, retired. Please respect my privacy.
Amanda, do you regret what you said about your dad this morning? Amanda, do you regret the claims you made about your dad? It's not true. Watch out. See your dad? Amanda, do you regret what you said about your dad?
Order against my dad.
Really?
So I'm really upset.
Amanda, have you apologized to your dad? Amanda, have you apologized to your dad? Amanda, have you got anything you want to say about the claims you made this morning?
I'm not discussing what I did.
Amanda, do you think that, are you worried about your mental health, Amanda? Are you worried about your health?
I will see.
Man, do you like your dad? Or your father?
I'm going to sue my father and my mother for conserving me. I'm the smartest girl on the face of the earth. I'm also a multi-millionaire.
Are you still engaged? Amanda, are you worried about your future, Amanda? Are you worried about what's going to happen to you?
I will never speak to my father again. I cannot wait for him to be. I can't believe he showed you his penis. Like, honestly, my dad is the most unbeautiful person on the face of the earth.
Amanda, everything you have to
Come on, Shane.
Amanda, this is Amanda, do you think this will have damaged your relationship with your parents forever?
Sir, please stop asking personal questions. Have a great day.
Hi, guys. Amanda, is it true you're engaged?
It is true.
Amanda, is it true you're engaged?
Who are you engaged to, Amanda? Who's the lucky guy? What's his name?
I'm not telling anyone his name.
When do you plan on getting married, Amanda?
Just tell us his name.
Amanda, when do you plan on getting married?
You're in the road. You're on the road.
So I'm just letting you know what.
Just get off the road, honey. Get off the road, honey. There's cars.
My lawyer is sending.
Okay, just get off the road.
Because I've literally.
Get off the road because the cars are coming. Okay, sweetheart. Take care.
Let her walk to the car, guys. Thanks so much.
Where are you going, Amanda?
His father was my dad.
Where are you going?
So who's your lucky guy?
He seems like an ethical human being. Kind
Yeah, Elena.
who wants to help bring me out as opposed to send her into a mental hospital. Like, how dare you? Like, my parents are insane, and that's it. Please.
Amanda, are you worried about what's going to happen to you?
I'm never worried. I have no fear.
You have no fear? What about everyone saying that you're crazy? You're not. We love you, Amanda. We love you. We know you're not crazy. Oye, hindi na taluhod ka kanya. Hindi na taluhod ka kanya.
When I had a blanket back to my eye, I already feel ugly.
We're in the parking lot right now, okay?
This like interview because I would rather be honest. So like for everyone, and I hope you get pretty shots because all y'all people about me is like, no,
Okay, hold on.
rather be good.
Hey, Amanda, so who's your fiance? Okay, you're inside.
You guys are my family. I want to be like Marilyn Monroe one day. I want to be
You
like.
wanna what?
I want to be like
Marilyn Monroe?
one day, where I'm actually feel like an orphan. So clearly.
Hey, Amanda, so
I ask you about your father, though. Your father shines his penis to you, though.
My father should be put in jail for a very long time.
Why? What happened?
In February, she posted the first of a slew of tweets in which she calls people ugly, starting with Jay-Z and later including Drake, Zac Efron, Jenny McCarthy, President Obama, and the First Lady, Miley Cyrus, Rihanna, Lance Bass agreed, and Courtney Love. A month later, she tweets that she wants Drizzy to murder her vagina. In April 2013, after a series of selfies in various wigs, Bynes reveals that she has an eating disorder and demands that magazines only use photos she has uploaded when writing about her, which seems reasonable. Other reports claim that she was kicked out of a gymnastics class after talking to herself and crying, and that she is photographed walking in public with appears to be a joint in her mouth. She also tweets pictures of her partially shaved head, tells followers she no longer speaks to her parents, and uploads images of her topless and just wearing a black bra. May 2013, she is arrested in New York after reportedly throwing a glass bong out of her apartment window and smoking marijuana in the building's lobby.
The search was made for the bong, nothing was recovered. My client completely denies ever having thrown anything out the window. She was followed illegally into her apartment for no reason. She has filed a complaint, I believe, with the Internal Affairs for inappropriate actions by the police department.
Bynes claims the bong was just a vase and denies that she was taken in for psychiatric evaluation, appearing in court looking disheveled in an ill-fitting blonde wig. They had to tell me it was ill-fitting. Bynes later threatens to sue the New York Police Department after claiming she was sexually harassed by the arresting officers, which I believe. After the arrest, she lashes out via Twitter at Rihanna for being not pretty enough. That's not true, Amanda. That's false. And she writes that she's allergic to marijuana and alcohol, is getting a nose job, prepping for a career as a rapper.
Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds on my fish, yeah, I'll wait.
And beefs ensue with Courtney Love and the New York Police Department, announcing that no evidence can be found to support Bynes' sexual harassment claims. Well, her claims are evidence. That's the issue, New York Police Department. When somebody makes a claim and says they'll sign under penalty of perjury, that is evidence. So there was evidence, at least some. So that was a lie when you said that you couldn't find evidence. So just tell the truth. Then July 2013, Amanda arrives in court for the bong tossing hearing, and she was wearing a blue tinged wig, reportedly videotaped a day later, walking with an odd gait down 58th Street in her platinum wig. July 22nd, 2013, Bynes is put in another involuntary 5150 psychiatric hold after reportedly starting a fire on a random stranger's driveway in Thousand Oaks, California, near her childhood home.
What is the address of your emergency?
Amanda Bynes making headlines once again, and now she's forced to undergo a mandatory mental health evaluation.
Okay, what's on fire?
It's like a small piece of cloth and a gasoline tank.
Witnesses say the former child star wearing a blonde wig set fire to this driveway in Southern California Monday night.
Yeah, I saw this girl laying down right here with her left pant leg on fire. When I look at her, I'm like, it's Amanda Bynes. She was like really frantic, like she wanted to get out of there. And she's like, my dog, has been burned.
He says Bynes tried hailing a cab to get away.
I was like, don't take her. I don't know what's going on with her at all. Like, do not let her in the car.
Deputies responded to the scene and talked to Bynes, but did not charge her with a crime.
They determined that she met the criteria of 5150 of the Welfare and Institutions Code.
So a 5150 is a psychiatric hold. It means that patients can be taken involuntarily from where they are and to be put in a setting where they're evaluated by specialists in a hospital. So psychiatrists and a multidisciplinary team will evaluate her.
Overnight, Bynes remained in the hospital on a mental health hold, where she can be observed for up to 72 hours. ABC News reached out to her attorney but was told no comment. The Hairspray actress has been in and out of court, sparking hair-raising headlines with her colorful wigs and bizarre behavior.
I think Amanda's been in the public eye so long that there's a twisted part of her that thinks this attention may be good.
Then, in August 2013, an LA judge agreed to extend Bynes' involuntary psychiatric hold to 30 days, and her parents are granted a temporary conservatorship, allowing them to take control of her affairs.
You haven't been to jail?
No.
No jail?
Not yet.
Rehab?
No.
No rehab. Amanda Bynes, what kind of a starlet are you?
I know. What's wrong with me? I don't know. It's shocking how it's become popular to go to rehab.
Today I want to talk about a controversial topic. My conservatorship case.
A series of driving violations, disturbing tweets, even a hospitalization under a psychiatric hold.
Could her recent public outburst be a cry for help? Now, according to a friend of the actress, she's playing out her latest role.
I feel like she wants like Britney Spears meltdown fame.
Amanda Bynes is a very, very sick person.
Amanda thought she was going to see the lawyer, but when she walked inside, she was surrounded by hospital staff.